Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
Recently, we have made a detailed video on why there is a smaller nose cone for Tejas Mk2 when compared with Mk1A. In case you have missed, do check the link in the description section. Even with smaller nose cone, the Mk2 radar will be much powerful than Mk1A radar as it will feature Uttam AESA Mk2 radar. The difference between Uttam Mk2 and Mk1A radar is the use of semiconducting material for the fabrication of TR modules. The Uttam Mk1 features gallium arsenide GAA based radar while Uttam Mk2 features gallium nitride based radar. Both of these semiconductors are used for high frequency solid state devices fabricated on thin wafers. If you want to make a powerful radar, it should feature a semiconductor with wide band gap. The gallium nitride has a wide band gap of about 3.4 electron volt, and that of gallium arsenide it is 1.4 electron volt. You can see the wide band gap of gallium nitride is more than twice the band gap of gallium arsenide. This is the reason why Uttam AESA Mk2 is considered twice more powerful than Uttam AESA Mk1. On 10th December, SAB has given a press release regarding the latest offer to India. The heading of the article is very interesting. It says, "Why India cannot afford to ignore advanced electronic warfare technologies." SAB also talked about its latest electronic warfare solution called ERIX. As per SAB, it is an electronic warfare suite that offers unrivaled survivability, superior situational awareness, freedom to act, and a safe return home. The electronic warfare suite is fully integrated on all Gripen aircraft, giving the pilots a self-reliant ability to operate without the need to escort of a specialized electronic warfare aircraft. It can also be installed in any type of aircraft in a missionized pod or even used as an unmanned vehicle. Erexis offers both defensive and offensive capabilities, including neutralization of the anti-access area denial bubble. Powered by gallium nitride active electronically scanned arrays and fully digitized receivers, Erexis provides superior situational awareness in every scenario. SAP has also offered India gallium nitride AESA technology. One of the most important reasons behind Erexis reliability is its unique ability to manage and digitize a wide range and high number of signals and sensors data with extreme rapidity and accuracy. A non-negotiable for an effective electronic warfare system is its ability to understand radio frequency emitter signals, no matter how many they are, and draw quick conclusions. Erexis provides the pilot a complete threat picture across the entire electromagnetic spectrum. The result is superior situational awareness that helps the pilot to see first and act first. As per SAB offer, modern air forces like Indian Air Force needs this game-changing capability to ensure mission success. If India requires, SAB is willing to share its know-how of the gallium nitride technology, and not just for the Gripen program, but also for ongoing and future indigenous programs such as LCA and AMCA. However, the real question is, does India needs the help with AESA radar technology? As we all know, that DRDO has already started working on Uttam AESA Mk2 radar and had released a tender back in May last year for realization, integration, testing, qualification, and collimation of upgraded X-band active array antenna units. In summary, it was for the Uttam AESA Mk2 radars, which means the technology is ready and proven with DRDO, and it has to be fabricated as a product which could be further used for testing with the fighter jets. The gallium nitride radar is planned for this Mk2, which will enter into production by 2026, by which we can expect this technology to get matured enough and ready to deploy. Therefore, DRDO does not need any help from SAB on gallium nitride based radars.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.